Let's go. It's exciting, man. A lot of emotions for sure. You know, a little nervous, just excited, man. You know, there's been a lot of work to go into this process, and you know, it's kind of something that we've had circled on the map for a long time. Is, you know, when I'm going to be able to play baseball again. So, yeah, just a lot of sacrifice, a lot of emotion that goes into this thing, and a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people don't see. So, I'm going to take a moment just to kind of relish in that and realize all that hard work, and I'm just happy. You know, that's, you know, when you can't play ball for a long time, it's such an, you know, part of my identity, and now I'm able to play again, you know, and do it the way that I want. So, you know, I think when you talk about nervousness or whatever it may be, there's a difference in being nervous and unprepared, and being nervous and feeling like you're prepared, you know. So that's where I feel like I'm at. I'm prepared for what we're gonna do, and so that it gives me the good nervous feeling, not the bad one. And just taking a moment with my family and my friends and all the people that have helped me get to where we are today. You know, the journey hasn't been easy or smooth at all, so it's something that we're gonna take a little time to realize, and just kind of celebrate that moment. Man, I'd say the hardest part is just the ups and downs of it. You know, you kind of expect it to be just like a gradual all the way up, you know. But in reality, it's more like, you know, one of these kind of little bit of a roller coaster type thing where, and that's where my teammates have helped me so much, man. Chris Sale has been huge for me, and you know, he went through Tommy John. My surgery's a little different, but obviously similar. And you know, I stayed close with him throughout this whole thing, and he was giving me tidbits about, you know, just giving me the heads up beforehand, like, this thing's, you know, it's not gonna feel amazing every day. You're gonna have your days where you feel really good, and you're gonna have your days where you're like, man, what's going on? So thankful that, you know, I had that mindset going in, and it really helped me just kind of navigate the whole process a little better. That's why it was important for me to be in Boston, because you know, I wanted to be there with the guys. I don't want to lose that camaraderie. I think that's a big part of the team chemistry, is being a good teammate and just being present, you know, with your boys that you grind with every day. Obviously, I hadn't been able to grind on the field with those guys. You know, being there, being in the clubhouse, they've seen a lot of the rehab going on, and the best way to gain knowledge in this game is through experience. You know, I think just getting in there and, you know, struggling a little bit. Obviously, you never want to struggle, but when you can learn from those struggles, and you know, I had some great veterans around me in Colorado. I think it's cool to be that guy for some of these young players. To me, that's kind of how you grow the game, give back to the game. And it means a lot to me that the guys are looking forward to me coming back. But yeah, man, like I said, when we're out there, it's time to play, and we're trying to win some games. You know, when you can't play or do the thing that you love for 10 months, you know, you draw some perspective from that real quick. That's such a part of my identity, such a part of, you know, my life and my family's life. So being able to kind of work through that with my wife and my family, I'm just so blessed and thankful that, you know, my wife is who she is, because, you know, she takes on a lot of responsibility of taking care of the kids, and, you know, we're gone a lot, and she's just the best mom ever, and I'm just so thankful for that. But, you know, on the other hand, the silver lining of this whole thing is, you know, I was able to spend more time with them, and, you know, see some moments that I wouldn't have seen, you know, if I were playing. So, not that you ever want to be injured or missing time, but try to just make the best of it, and then find the good and the bad, and that's certainly what has helped keep me very grounded, is my family, and just spending time with my boys, man. I'm so proud of them. But, you know, it just gave a little snapshot into, like, man, what is, you know, most important in my life. Yeah, I think it's just a big perspective change when you can see it that way. I mean, every night, you know, we lace them up and go out there. We're trying to win the game, and that's always the goal. You know, it's not like I'm a savior coming back. You know, this is bigger than one guy or bigger than two guys coming back. This is a full team effort to get where we want to go. So But man, this is kind of our little playoff stretch right here. You know, jumping right into this wild card race. That's what you dream about. You want to play the games that matter late in the season, and I think we have a chance to put ourselves in that situation. It's a challenge that we're willing to take, and I feel good about. You know, I know that we have the team that can put ourselves in the playoffs, and then from there on, you know, anything can happen. And that's why we feel like you can't count us out, because we've shown that we can play with the best teams and, you know, have success against those teams. And so that's really what we hang on to, and we know that's more so the type of team that we are, and we're looking forward to showing that, and we have to show it. I've missed the game. It's been 10 months, so when it's time to play, we're just going to go out there and let it rip. You know, I remember coming into Fenway in 2016, my rookie year, and they, you know, the fans were just booing me ruthlessly, and I struck out 4 times, and, but they were booing me because I didn't throw. I caught a foul ball and I didn't throw it into the stands, so they were booing me for that. I thought, man, there's no other place like this that's so in tune with the game. The fans are just so locked in, and you know, they're locked in on every pitch, man, and that's the kind of fans you want to play for, is people that appreciate the game, the little nuances of the game, and they're passionate, man. This is, you know, they care a lot about the Boston Red Sox. They want to see us do well, and the boos or whatever get, you know, misconstrued. I think it's just because they care a lot, man. That's what it's about. We're out there trying to put on a show and win games, and you know, that's what they want to see. So we're excited to have that opportunity to give that to them every night. And it's electric. I mean, it feels like kind of like a college football atmosphere, you know. That's why we play. You know, we play to win, and I think, you know, you get to a certain point in your career. You know, for me, having tasted that, having been in that environment, like, that's what's so attractive about Fenway and playing in Boston to me too, is you get that every night.
Sucked down the line, and that ball's gone, and the Red Sox win the game. Pablo.
I mean, it's just the biggest thrill, you know. These games at Fenway are so intense and, you know, so high leverage that that's what everyone wants to see, you know. Is to finish it off with a walk-off grand slam is like the ultimate. You know, and I know Fenway during the playoffs is going to be even more supercharged, and that's going to be special to experience. You know, I'm not very active on social media, and I don't see much of that, but just kind of walking around in the city, or you know, just being around Boston, you know, people will say, man, looking forward to you coming back, and you know, just excited for your return. And I think, you know, those little interactions mean a lot to me, and because, you know, at the end of the day, we play this game because we love it, but, you know, the fans love it just as much, you know, and to hear that from them, and, you know, they're the ones showing up, supporting us each night, and that's a big part of what makes Fenway and the Red Sox such a successful organization, is the fans. So getting back to shortstop is something that I really take a lot of pride in, and, you know, just playing ball again, feeling all the feelings, getting ready to compete. And for me, it's always about the breath, man. You know, just slowing down the game and just really locking in on my breath. And when I can do that, you know, it really relaxes my body, relaxes my mind, and then I just kind of go into, you know, when I'm playing short, man. Lindor said it the other day. It's about playing shortstop with an offensive mindset. You know, you're not on defense, but you're on offense. And I think for me, it's like I just keep repeating to myself, make a play, just make a play. The pitchers and everyone rely on you pretty heavily to make plays. That's a big mindset of mine. Is like, if the ball's on the ground, you know, we're going to turn it into an out somehow. All right, rolling up to Fenway now. Let's go.